Hey, just got home. Beautiful evening. We got rain the next couple of days. Um, I did this the other night and it blew me away. It was awesome. And I want to get the rest of it now because if you look, I'm going to flip this camera around. This is collards from last year. We had a mild winter. These 4 collard green plants made it all the way through the winter. And now that it's warming up, look, they're flowering. And if you look at the tops, it looks like broccoli rabe. So I was like, I don't want this to go to waste. So I picked a bunch. I sauteed it last night with garlic, just like it was broccoli rabe, and it was amazing. And what I'll do is I'll put them in a container, and Friday night we'll cook them up. I'm gonna pick the rest. It's only Tuesday, but they'll be fine. I'll see you all Friday. I decided to wait till Friday night after all. I'm kind of glad I did. It's 8:30 and I'm just prepping dinner. This is that time of the year, if you're growing and you're a full-time employee, when you get home there's that window, you have to use that sunlight. So I transplanted red onion, I transplanted leek, I seeded carrots, and I got these leaves from those overwintered collard plants. Remember I said I started picking them that night, but I was like, no, we need the flowers because they'll open. The leaves can wait. So I just got these 5 minutes ago. So come on over to the marble. We'll throw these up there and show you what else we have for tonight's dinner. Come on, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. So, as I think I mentioned, this is kind of based on like the broccoli rabe, but this is going to be totally improvised. I'll show you why. So here's those florets that we pulled a couple of nights ago, and it was a good thing because, see the yellow flower there? They're all flowering now. So we got a nice little batch to saute up. Here's the leaves that I just got tonight. I need to wash these. They were high up on the plant, but I wash everything when it comes in. Garlic, unfortunately from the market. However, the garlic is banging right now. And while we won't have bulbs till later in the summer, a couple of weeks we'll do the scapes. So this is just leftover stuff. So I'm going to do it as a mirepoix. Onion, carrot. We'll just grate a little in to the oil when it starts warming up. And then we'll put our garlic in. And I'll chop that tomato, just to use it up. And then I mentioned I put in the leeks and the red onion. Well, when you plant them, you want to snip the tops, all right, so they don't fall over. So here's those top snippings. I actually have these are the red onion. I have the leeks in the sink because I was rinsing them. So we use those as a garnish at the end. Or, ooh, something just flashed into my head. I'll tell you about that later. So there's not a lot of prep because I'm going to grate this in. All I want to do is wash this and then I'll bring it back. I want to show you what I'm going to do with this. Alright, if you watch this show frequently, you know we don't do a lot of prep on camera. I just feel like it's a waste of time. You've seen a billion of those shows. So I turn off the camera. But I did want to do this on camera. I washed the collard leaves and I want to show you what I'm going to do with them. We're going to roll them up. This, I guess you would call what? Chiffonade, right? And then just thin, thin, thin. Okay, so you kind of get that. And we'll throw that in with the florets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the garlic. I'll get these ready to grate and I'll see you over at the stove. And my stove is an absolute mess. I don't even care at this point. I had some folks here last night. I've been cooking during the week. It's Friday night. The weekend is cleaning time. This is the water I'm going to cook the pasta in. It's already salted. But let's blanch off these collard tops and the julienne leaves. We'll just give those a minute or two. and then shock them off. So what I have over here is a little bowl with some cold water, some ice cubes. This should blast a little chlorophyll out of them. And if we shock them in the ice, should set that nice green color. And I always love doing this with green veg, broccoli rabe, when I'm going to make pasta, because it gives just a little bit of that zing to the pasta water for when you put the macaroni in. It's going to drink a little bit of those. And then they all marry back together in the dish. Okay, that's done. Let me switch this over here. Same flame. Okay, now this is not extra virgin. This is a light olive oil. My reason for that is that I don't want the big punch of the extra virgin olive oil in this, because I want to taste these. It's a delicate thing, I'm telling you. I had them the other night. I'm also not going to use stock. We'll use a little of the pasta water. So, got our oil on. Here's that onion. Just doing the fine grade. I want that juice in there, more so than even the fiber. Turn the heat down. Oh, I love the smell of grated onion. It's even better with a little butter, but I don't want to do that with these greens. Got onion, carrot, unpeeled. I washed the outside. These are organic. Not mine. I just put 2 new carrot rows in now, today. And the other ones that I put in, was it 2 weekends ago, are coming up. Little tiny leaves. And I'm going to grate the tomato. What the heck? Not much of that. Just grate it down to the skin. Ooh, look at that. Tomato. Yes. A little concassé. This smells great right now. Let me drain these off in the sink, and then we'll add our garlic. What a great combo of flavors. Carrot, onion. Normally it would be celery from mirepoix, but we add a little of that tomato. Just using up what's been left here from the week's activities. There's the garlic. Just give that a minute. Open up. I think that's good. Time for the greens. Get every last one in there. Alright, this is a job for the tongue. Go with a little salt. Crack the black. Gotta do a little pepperoncini. mandatory, no? And bring that pasta water back over because we're going to have it on the burner in a minute. Just go with... Oh, I probably shouldn't have salted, but I'll check. I don't think we overdid it because there's salt in the water. I think we'll be fine. Let's go with a little limone, little juice. Pit, you snuck through the grater. Okay, I'm actually going to cover that. It's got plenty of liquid in there. Maybe I'll put a little more. I like my Italian style greens with pasta well cooked. Okay, some people still like that. If I'm making Chinese style or Southeast Asian or whatever, I'll do that crunchy broccoli rabe or that type of thing, crispy broccoli. But not for these pasta dishes for me. I just cook it into oblivion. Umami from here to eternity. Alright, I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to get tidied up here a little. Like I said, my stove is a mess. I fried some eggplant. And I never took this off the stove. But I have a little light bulb. We'll talk about that towards the end of the dish. Alright, I pulled back for the wide shot so we can see the whole stove. But I want to show you what's going on here. This, and I realized when I took the cover off, this is delicious. That we didn't really need to do the ice bath shock. I always forget that. And I think I actually said it in the broccoli recipe. It's not worth it because you're never going to hold the green when you cook it this much. But I'm telling you, the umami, you break down those fibers, it becomes a whole different thing, in my opinion. And the salt level is perfect. So here's the pasta water. No worries on the salt, so we could actually put a little more in because I'm going to grate in a little Parmigiano Reggiano. And we're going to, of course, garnish the dish with it. But this is another quick with these greens dishes. If you grate a little in, it will add salt, so just be aware. Alright, I decided with this, I'm going with penne. Nice penne rigate. The water's boiling, it's salted. Remember, it had those greens blanched in it. Put a little penne in there. I don't want to overdo it because I can't stop eating it. Let's give those a swish and then leave them alone. I told you that in the past, right? Let them go. This, I added the cheese and we had the lemon. But when I tasted it, oh, the cheese is killer. I just thought I'd go with a couple of drops of white wine vinegar, just to give a little zing. Okay, we're waiting on the pasta. All right, for the most part, I've been doing these with text scrolls or text screens. I'm editing, and then I see a blunder, and I try to do some silly text. What a cop-out. I figured I'd just get on here and fess up. I lost another clip, and in this episode, it's the most key clip. Because, you know, I had a brainstorm. Something came to me. That was all true. I had this idea to crispy fry those leek and red onion, little thin clippings. Because I love crispy fried, like the leek hair, anything that has that fine texture, and use them as a garnish. Look, here's the oil. Crispy fry them. The clip's nowhere to be found. I did do it. Let's move on. Okay, these beauties are nice and crispy. Let's get them out. Drain them a little. Some paper towel here. They'll even crisp up more as they dry. Oh, those are going to be beautiful on top. I actually keep forgetting it's not broccoli rabe until I take a bite. It's got its own flavor, collards. But treated in that same manner, this is fantastic. All right, a couple more minutes on the pasta. I'll see you in a few. All right, this rumo penne is nice and al dente. So what I'm going to do, water and all, helps as an emulsifier. Nice thing is the penne travels what's clean to the outside, but there's a little extra water inside those tubes, so I don't have to ladle more pasta water. It's coming with the pasta. Let's get all of these precious little nuggets. All right, that's the last one. So now, start incorporating the pasta with the greens. Man overboard. I'm going to crank up the heat a little now. I had it low for the greens. So I'm going to crank it up. What's happening now is the penne has released its starch into the water. So now it's nice and porous, and it's going to drink up all these flavors from the collards, the oil, carrot, onion, garlic. Okay, let's plate her up. Let's save a little for lunch tomorrow. Yeah, right. It's Friday night. Okay. Come on over to the board. I'll clean this up a little over there. Okay, first things first, let's tidy up a little. Got some bugs flying around too. Moving into mid-May. Gotta love it. There we go. All right. Let's go with a little extra virgin olive oil. Remember, we cooked with the light olive oil. We'll finish with the grasso. Parmigiano Reggiano. Fresh cracker black, right? And we'll throw some around. It's all visual. And here's what I'm waiting for. Well, let's go with a little pepperoncini. A little extra kick at the end. And here we go. Here's our fried leek and red onion tops. Oh, that looks good. I'm ready. Let's back out a little so I can slide this over. Little Montepulciano di Abruzzo. And let's see what we got here. Penne rigate with sauteed collard greens, garlic, oil, carrot, onion. Oh man. What about these crispy fried onion and leek tops? Damn! This is insane, yo. Collard greens. Who'da thunk? Cook those greens. Bring out that flavor. Don't be in a rush. I'll see you all for the next episode.
Come on, let's do it.
Saluti.